Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece: a source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power. In a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
Hey, you guys want to hear something?
That depends on what it is.
Well, let's do good.
Hey, there's Bill. We better go.
Oh, I got it. Stay easy, guys. See you back later.
This old switchboard could talk. Wow. Your ears would sizzle. 1880. We take Alexander Graham Bell's invention for granted today. Perhaps we should. But isn't it incredible that millions and millions of people can talk simultaneously to practically any spot on Earth? In the beginning, back in the old days, the telephone was something of an oddity, to say the least. You'd pick up this receiver to see that the line was clear. Then you'd hang up and ring with this crank. Pick it up again and tell the operator what number you wanted. If there was anybody home, they'd answer and you could talk.
What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame.
Pain.
What a shame.
Pain.
Duh.
What a shame.
Pain, 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 pain.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to the final Throwback Thursday of Season 15. It is Thursday the 26th of September, and it is time for some Throwback Purge. I hope you all are keeping well. Nice spontaneous game of Plinko at the front there. Those are all questions from me, not particularly brilliant ones, I have to say. But I hope you enjoyed them, passed the time, and we've built up a few more people to come and join this extra long game of the Purge. And here's a message from our sponsor, Sooty Cat, now that alerts seem to be working again.
Insert a capella group here.
Insert a capella group as opposed to a cappella. Thank you, Sooty Cat, very much for the 6-month subscription. Very grateful to you for your support. Hope you're keeping well. Welcome on into the game. Welcome everybody to the stream as well. Hello to Mark and TV8 Poshka and JR and AB Me and Lewis and Ardenfetz and Arun and Shapes and Oni and Topper and Stilgar and SJ and Giesens and Cola and Clive and Prey and Lupine and Sonic Elwood and anyone else who is lurking, loitering and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here for what promises to be a very different game of the Purge. I have not told the writers whose questions I have used that their questions are going into this game. It's an extended game, or the theory is it's an extended game, but we'll just have to see what happens, because I've changing up the number of questions and stuff, and the number of people that we get in each part could make things interesting. And here's a message from our sponsor, City of Stad.
Hello from Los Angeles.
Greetings in Los Angeles, City of Stad. Thank you very much for the 100 bits. Welcome to the stream. Great to have you here, and thank you for the support. So yes, we are going to be throwing back to an old game of the Purge. It's very much a Frankenpack. A huge number of writers have contributed to this. I think there's about 8 or 9 of them. Sooty Cat, welcome to the stream. Great to have you with us. 17 of you in so far. I was hoping to get up to 20 for reasons that will become clear in just a moment. But do come join. Do come join. Not me going back to the VODs for ideas on how to write my packs for next season. Now, obviously, yeah, you know, borrow ideas by all means. But yes, because I did publish the schedule this week for season 16, which is going to be starting 2 weeks on Saturday. So this coming Saturday is the season finale. Following Saturday, I'll be taking sort of week off. I'll be taking the Thursdays off, but the Saturdays I'll be doing, or the Saturday singular, I will be doing something, not entirely sure what yet. Might be a dev stream, might be an AMA, might just be some chill games. I'm not sure, but I want to do something on the Saturdays. So yeah, fixing things is normally a good thing to do. But yeah, that's going to be Saturday week, and then season 16 starts the Saturday after that. So, you know, lots to not much of a break, and then lots to look forward to. So I will be publishing the full schedule for season 16 probably tonight, actually, in the What's On channel of the Discord. So do pop yourselves on in if you're not there already. Let's see if we can get up to 20, and then we'll give it a go. If not, I'll give it a couple more minutes, and then our game will begin. There is an anytime entry on this game of the fashion, but you don't get a chair if you join late, which means you can't be in the game. So you must be in before I lock this lobby. Anyway, hope everyone's been having a good week. It's been busy this week. Mad busy. Monte337, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Yeah, busy week. 2 back-to-back 10, 11-hour days. So that was fun. But it's all good. It's sort of in the slightly busy season at the moment. Yeah, it's definitely busy. But hey, I'd rather be busy than being left with my own thoughts. Welcome on into the fam, Monte. Lovely to have you here. If you would like to play this game of the Purge, then you can do so by joining the app page right there. Hope you are keeping well. But welcome on in to the game night community. So lots of people on tonight. Lots of potential raid targets later on. So do get your raid messages in. Type something into the chat. Proceed it with a hashtag, and the control center will keep a log of it. I'm also where I normally stand for the Purge. Make use of the standing desk, but it will go that high, but we'll lose the green screen. So you have pianos. Okay, fine. That's no worries, Monte. You can just do a lurk or sit and watch. Both are completely fine. This is my freshers flu. Hey, that's very much a thing. I'm looking forward to getting my freshers flu, and I'm going to meet all the freshers on Sunday at the university pub quiz, which I'm still hosting. God, 20 years? 20 years? No, it can't be 20. 18 years later. Half my life now, this will be. Because I started when I was 18, and I'm now 36. So yeah, half my life I've been hosting the university pub quiz. I'm never going to let it go. They'll have to drag me out kicking and screaming, they will. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that this Sunday. Up at the student union bar, and yeah, so end up meeting some freshers myself who say, "I'm double your age. I used to be your age. Time is a thing, and it will all be very sad. But hey ho, keep me young at heart, I'm sure." Right. I'm going to tie up my hair, and then I'm going to lock this lobby. So last chance to come and join. Time is fleeting. It's astounding. Time is fleeting, man. I just realised where you were going with that score. From another dimension, let's do the time warp again. I've never seen Rocky Horror. Welcome to the stream, school. Hope you're well. So yeah, Monte, it's good to hear you're having piano lessons as well. Piano lessons are a great thing. How do you do, fellow kids? That is probably going to be my opening line. I'm going to say, how do you do, fellow kids? Let's do the time warp again. That is very much a buzz-off thing. It's such a bop, though. I should get it. I really want more sounds. Need more sounds for my soundboard. Hello, Tipster. Welcome on in. Great to have you here.
Well, that's all right then.
I need more excuses to press these ones as well. I'm just going to frighten. I think it's G. Eisens.
Ring, 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 ding a ding, ring 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 a ding.
Send me stuff. You know what makes sense, Jazz? Send me stuff. Send me like a little time warp thing. That'd be fun. I know that's G. Eisens' ringtone, so it's quite funny to do that. Right. I think that's enough. We've got 21 players in. Let's get on with the game. An extended edition of the Purge for you all tonight. There is the anytime entry room code. If you do want to come and join in midway through, I don't think you get a chair if you join late, but hopefully we'll all have a good time all the same. Here's how to play. Answer the multiple choice questions. If the group fails to stay under the breakpoint, a purge is triggered, in which all incorrect and abstaining players must partake. If a player answers the purge question correctly, they rejoin the game. If not, they are eliminated. On the big screen, I like it. I like it. Particularly making Google Sheets. I have to say, Google Sheets has made me hate all. I tried to use Excel the other day, and I just hated it. So yeah, play continues until 30 questions have been answered. 8 purges have taken place, or 8 or fewer players remain. I think that's the one that is probably going to get triggered first, the 8 or fewer players. But I might be wrong, because I've shifted up the difficulty curve, and there are more limited options early on, so it's going to really change the dynamic of the game. But we're going to have potentially an 8-player final, which should be very interesting. And those surviving players will move on to the final Purge. There's a myriad of writers have contributed to this. I've just picked and chosen from, like I said, about 8 or 9 different packs. That gave us the perfect game. Wouldn't that be something, Lupine? Wouldn't it just? So if you see a question you think, I think I wrote this, that's fine because they're not all from you. Right, those are the rules of the game. Let's play, starting with a tiebreaker question. Start off the game, we'll get a tiebreaker question, and this answer must be in the form of a number. You won't be able to type anything but numbers onto your app. So however close you are, that is good. The closer you are, the better it stands you for potentially later on. Okay? And if you don't give me an answer, you get given max.int or int.max, which is not what you want at all. So, first question of the game, let's take a look. Mixing all the drinks in the house, it is a little bit. To the nearest whole number, how many times would the area of Gibraltar fit into the Spanish mainland? Five seconds. And that is time. Not sure I quite got an answer from everybody, but the correct answer there, 75,341 to be exact. Curious, I'm looking at a player who was 75,241 away. Maybe only guessing 100, off by an order of magnitude. Am I seeing more than one of those, in fact? Possibly. But yes, the island of Gibraltar is really very small, the rock. It's about the size of sort of a large town. Or maybe even a small town. Quite a few is the answer. So, got your responses in. We're going to start as we always do with the breakpoint set at 50%. 50% of more than 50%, I should say, not 50% or more, but more than 50% of you are wrong. We go into a purge. If not, we carry on with the game. And we're going to start with this question, and here are your options. Pluto the dog. Felix the cat. Which cartoon character first appeared in the short Feline Follies? Just missing out on an answer from Mr. Clive there, by the looks of it. The correct answer was, of course, Felix the cat. Cat, obviously, coming from, or feline coming from the Latin derivation for cats. Let's see how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. Order to purge, 10%. Getting that one wrong, just one abstention and one incorrect answer, which means we've got 20 players in, but I thought we had 21. So, oh no, we have got 21. It's obviously just doing a rounding error. But yes, 10%. Getting that one wrong, so we're fine, and we play on. Lowering the breakpoint, of course, 40% now. Let's take a look at our next question. Options are garlic, roses. The Stinking Rose is a California-based restaurant known for including what ingredient in all its recipes? Yeah, it's because of one abstention. But no, it still counts that as a wrong answer though, Topper, so it should have been slightly more than 10%, but I guess rounding errors are a thing. That's time. The correct answer is garlic. Stinking Rose is that a, well, it's a restaurant, but I don't know if that's a nickname for garlic. What do you mean not on screen? I don't understand what you mean, Topper. There was one player got it wrong and one player abstained, so that counts as 2 incorrect. So it was 2 got it right and 19. 2 got it wrong and 19 got it right, which should be. So I don't care. Start the meter. There we go. The rounding error is fixed. 14% were incorrect. And 2 players actually going for roses and 1 abstaining, 10% plus 5%, which adds up to 14% with the rounding error. I'll just let the game do the maths for me. We move on. Another lowering of the breakpoint down to 30%. Still 21 of you in live play. Here's the next question. Options are Leighton, Triton, or Altava. What is the largest moon of Neptune? 3 options on this question, just cuz. May have lost Clive from the game, possibly. Maybe he'll be back later on, that's time. Ha! G-Isis has just sent me this. That sounds quite quiet. Oh, that's alright, Clive. Sorry to hear about your internet. That's a bit quiet, G. Eisens, maybe. Unless I've... Oh, maybe I've just turned down the volume on it. You and your AI backing track removals. Thank you very much. Right, correct answer there was Triton, not to be confused with Titan, which is the largest moon of Saturn, I believe. Triton, the correct answer there. Let's take a look how many were wrong. Start the meter. Everyone who played it got it right, just one abstention there. Hopefully we'll get Clive's internet back soon. No traps, not this early in the game, JR, surely not. We play on. Lowering the breakpoint now down to 20%. Let's see what the next question brings. Options are... It doesn't show abstentions on screen or include them in the wrong category. No, it doesn't, but it debugs the total percentage for me in the console, and it was 10%, which was wrong with... Yeah. But it does debug. I get more information than you, because there was nowhere to put the other bit. Anyway, next question. Options are... Soprano ukulele, violin, acoustic guitar. Which of these musical instruments has 6 strings? And that's time. Correct answer is an acoustic guitar, a violin, and a soprano ukulele both have 4. And the guitar has got 6. How many were wrong that time? Let's find out. Start the meter. We're getting awfully close, but we survive again, avoiding that purge. Just the one abstention there, and 1 go for ukulele, 1 go for violin. 3 players in total getting it wrong for 14%, 6% under the breakpoint, and so we play on. Lowering the breakpoint to 10%. Likelihood of a purge does increase once again, but let's see what you make of this question. Your options are... Tygon, Liger. Cross between a male lion and a female tiger is known as what? And that is time. The correct answer is a liger. The inverse is a tygon, where you get a female lion and a male tiger. That will give you a tygon, but the male lion with the female tiger is known as a liger. Let's see how many were wrong there. Start the meter. Unsurprisingly, we have triggered the first purge. 3 going for tygon and 1 abstaining, which means there are going to be 4 players in this purge as we punch through that first breakpoint at 10%. 17 getting the correct answer of liger, so you are excused from this purge, so do feel free to answer all the same, because it can still be worth pennies later on, though it's not worth points in the game, if that makes sense. But do answer it for your own gratification, and of course for pennies. But for the 4 players who are in this purge, you must give me a correct answer if you want to survive. Let's find out who is in purge number 1. Clive, Mark, TVP8, and Crap Gasket, all in this purge. Oni, TV Poshka, Mark, and Clive. You must get this question correct if you want to stay in. And purge 1 is usually easy. Let's find out. Here is your first purge question. Full answer required in 20 seconds. Good luck. Which comedian and personality hosted the first 13 series of the BBC comedy panel show QI? And that is time. No answer from Clive or TV8 by the looks of it. Yes, the blue whale. I haven't got a button for that, but the correct answer was, of course, Stephen Fry, currently hosted by Sandy Toksvik, while Stephen Fry is off hosting Jeopardy and other things, I'm sure. Let's find out, of the 4 players who needed it right, who was right and who was wrong. Clive and Oni getting it right, unfortunately. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Mark and Oni getting it right. Clive and TV8 were abstaining on that one, so unfortunately we do have to lose you from the game. Thank you very much for playing. But it's an abstention or a wrong answer at the wrong time, and I'm afraid you have both been purged. Let me reset that breakpoint back up to 60%. There are 19 players still in live play. 2 of us have been purged. Let's see what happens with this next question with the breakpoint back at 60%. Options are... bodies. Naked. The word gym derives from the Greek word gumnos, meaning what? And that's time. What's this G. Eisens has sent me now? Okay, keep them coming, keep them coming. The correct answer is naked, which is why the word gymnasium originally meant a place to be naked. So, yeah, a gymnasium. Can we combine the two? Yeah, not quite letting it. Not quite feeling it. Let the naked hit the floor indeed. How many of you went for naked, or more importantly, how many of you did not go for naked? Let's find out. Start the meter. Yeah, I know it's from Blur's song 2. I do have a passing understanding of 90s music. 4 players going for bodies, no abstention that time, so 21% getting it wrong, 79%, 15 players were correct. Yes, no, I am familiar with that song, but it's probably the only song by Blur I'm familiar with for my sins, but that one I do know. We survive, let's play on. Lowering the breakpoint down to 50%, and your options for your next question are XV, VX. What is the sum of VI plus IX? Now that's time. Roman numerals for you. The correct answer is, of course, XV. A 10 and a 5 making 15. The other way round, if you have a smaller number in front of a larger number, V being 5 and X being 10, it means you subtract from it. So that would be 5, but the Roman numeral for 5 is just V. So VX is not actually a thing. VI being 6 and IX being 9. 6 plus 9 gives us 15XV. Let's see how many of you were wrong there. Start the meter. It would make a good Red Herrings music round. I need to implement the Red Herrings music round. Re-implement, I should say. Just 2 players getting it wrong, 89% getting it right, and no abstentions there. Very well played. Let's go on. Lower the breakpoint again, down to 40%. Let's see what our next question brings. White, red, blue. In the circular logo of Pepsi, which colour appears the highest? That's time. The correct answer is red. And it looks like that. Red at the top, white in the middle, blue at the bottom. That's the Pepsi logo. Red is what we were after. How many of you got that one wrong? Start the meter. Breakpoint currently 40%. And hello, we have punched through it. 53% incorrect. There were no abstentions there. But 10 players going wrong. 1 going for white and 9 going for blue. 9 players going for red. You 9 will not have to partake in this purge, but please do answer for the extra bonus pennies. However, for the 10 players who were incorrect, you must give me a correct answer if you want to stay in the game. Let's find out who you are. Maybe me, JR, Stilgar, Mark, Prey, Crap Casket, that's Oni, I think, Pyro Cola, Mantissa, and Suyo. You must give me a correct answer to this full question. No multiple choice here, within 20 seconds if you want to keep playing. Good luck, here it is. The Saikan Tunnel, connecting the islands of Honshu and Hokkaido, is found in which country? I think my ring light settings have changed. It's on the warm setting at the moment. I'm going to tweak that. And that's time. The correct answer is, of course, Japan. They are the 2 islands of Japan. How many of you were wrong there? None of you. Everyone who needed to get it right did indeed get it right, and just this once, Rose, everybody lives. Very well played, and we get the not oft heard sound of everyone getting a Purge question right. There it is, in the wrong key. Should probably transpose that. We reset the breakpoint. You're back up to 70%. Still 19 of you in live play as we move on to the next question. Options are French, German. Known as the greatest mathematician since antiquity, the scientist with the surname Gauss was which nationality? 1777 to 1855 were his dates. Is it a ding from the hive? It might be a ding from the hive. Or possibly the mole. No, the mole uses Vibroslap, doesn't it? I can't remember. The hive. It feels like the hive. Anyway, Gauss. What was his nationality? He was German. German is what we're after there. I want to say Friedrich Gauss. I want to say. No, not Gaussian. That's something different. Carl Friedrich Gauss. Carl Friedrich Gauss. And I am getting messages. Ha! There's a clever. That one's a bit quiet. Yeah, might need a bit more sound on that one, Lewis. But thank you. Keep sending them. Keep sending them my way. Send me sounds. Tipster, CJ Binks, Astragali, welcome all of you all to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Sorry, I've only just checked my command center or control center. Command center. Command center. You're not the Starship Enterprise, Ben. How many of you got that one wrong? Start the meter. Okay, not too bad. 16% getting it wrong. No abstentions. 3 players going for French. And 84% go for the correct answer of German. Very well done. And hi Bot, bye Bot. And Astragali, welcome on into the game. I don't think you get a chair, but you can play along for the bants and the pennies if you like. German was the right answer. Let's play on. Breakpoint is lowered to 60%. And here's another question with 19 of you still in live play. Options are Samuel L. Jackson, Leonardo DiCaprio. Which actor played Calvin Candie in the film Django Unchained? Monsieur Candie. Insert your memes here. Any of your Calvin Candie cheers memes. The correct answer is, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yes, he played Calvin Candie, who was the owner of Candyland. Samuel L. Jackson played Stephen, who was the sort of the head slave of the plantation. Good film. I mean, classic Quentin Tarantino exploitation movie, but good film. Also starred Christoph Waltz and, of course, Jamie Foxx in the lead role as the eponymous Django. Leonardo DiCaprio was the answer. How many of you were wrong? Let's start the meter. Yes, that's where it's from. The other Leo meme is from the other Tarantino film he's in, which is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's that one. We avoid it. 42% going wrong, though. 8 players going for Samuel L. Jackson. 11 plumping for the correct answer there. But we do survive, just coming in under that breakpoint. Let's play on. Back down to where we started, a breakpoint of 50%, 19 players in live play. Let's take a look at our next question. Options are Liberia, Burkina Faso, Chad. The flag of Romania is nearly identical to the flag of which African nation? And that is time. Sonic Elwood, I think that just came in the nick of time. The correct answer is Chad. That is the flag of Chad right there. And if we compare that to the flag of Romania, you'll see it's just the triband going the other way. Chad was the answer we were after. How many of you were wrong? Breakpoint at 50%. Let's find out. Start the meet. Not many of you. 16%. No one going for Burkina Faso. 3 going for Liberia. And 84% getting the right answer. Very well played. Let's go on. Lowering the breakpoint once again down to 40% now. Let's see what happens with our next question. Options are optical zoom, digital zoom. On a camcorder, which type of zoom is more likely to cause a loss in quality? That's time. This feels like one of mine. My dad owns a camera shop, so I know all about this. The correct answer is digital zoom. Optical zoom is where the lens actually changes and draws the image in, so to speak, like properly. Whereas a digital zoom is effectively like cropping and scaling it up on a computer. So you tend to lose quality on a digital zoom, but not so much with an optical zoom. Digital zoom was the correct answer. How many of you were wrong? Start the meter. About halfway to the break point. 21% getting it wrong. Just 4 players getting it wrong, but that is now halfway to the break point. Break point currently at 40. 15 getting it right. 79%. No drama. Let's move on. We'll lower the break point once again. We're down to 30%. We've got plenty of purges in the bag. So let's see how we go with this next question. Options are Paradise Found, Paradise Regained. What was the name of John Milton's 1671 poem containing some of the themes of his previous work, Paradise Lost? Time. Couple of abstentions in there. They will count as wrong answers. Paradise Relost. They will count as wrong answers if you abstain. The correct answer, Paradise Regained. Paradise Regained was the sequel, if you like, to that poem. And yes, not Paradise Found, as you might have thought. Well, some of you may have thought. Let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. Oh, did the controller die? Oh, that's a pain. Oh, there's a couple of exceptions going on. We have triggered that purge. We did have 3 abstentions on that one. I'm not getting any logs to say the controller died. Maybe it just had a funny blip. But 53% were incorrect altogether. 16% abstained. So if it's any consolation, we would have hit that breakpoint anyway. About 36%. Even if all 3 abstainees had given me a correct answer. But it does mean those abstainees are now in this third purge. 9 getting the correct answer for Paradise Regained, 7 going for Paradise Found, and 3 abstaining. So that's 10 players in this next purge. Let's find out who they are. OEOEAI. Whoever that is. Who is that? I'm going to find you. Oh, it's Topper. Of course it is. Topper, JR, Simpsons Angle, Still Got Prey, Pyrosonic, Mantisset, DMC, and Suyo are all in purge number 3. Full correct answer required within 20 seconds. And DMC, welcome to the stream. Sorry about your controller. Hopefully it regains some composure from here on out. Here is the third purge question. Good luck. In which ocean is the Bermuda Triangle located? The so-called Bermuda Triangle. It's supposed to be the area where ships tend to go missing, ships and planes go missing over the Bermuda Triangle. And it is found, off the coast of Bermuda, in the Atlantic Ocean. That's left of the UK, right of the US. Atlantic is what we wanted there. I mean, technically, they're both left and right of both places, depending how far you go, but immediately left of the UK and immediately right of the US. Atlantic was the answer. How many were right? How many were wrong? Everyone getting it right, apart from Suyo, who went for Pacific. Unfortunately not. And it does mean we have to lose you from the game, Suyo. Thank you very much for playing, and do continue playing in the background game if you'd like, but for now it's a wrong answer at the wrong time, and you have been purged. We reset the breakpoint to 80%, and I've just realised what could potentially happen if we keep having purges. The purge meter may break. It may go through the ceiling. which would effectively mean you get 2 free questions. I've just realised what happens if we get beyond 5 purges, because there are 8 purge questions in this game. It could be an interesting exercise. An antimatter purge. We give a 110% breakpoint. I don't know. I genuinely haven't tried that. It might cap it at 100. I can't remember what I did for it. It might cap it at 100. It might go out through the meter. It might crash. Those are the 3 things that will happen. It will either cap at 100, it'll go through the roof of the meter, or it'll crash. I could tweak it so that it never does that. I have got control over the purge meter, but I'm in the mood for an experiment. Let's just find out what happens. For now, though, it is 80% on the purge meter, and we're going to have another question. 18 players in live play, and your options are 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go. The Vice President of the United States officially resides at what number on Observatory Circle? Time. The correct answer is number 1. Observatory Circle. Number 1 Observatory Circle, often referred to as the Naval Observatory, is the official residence of the Vice President of the United States. Where does the President live then? The White House, yes, but, you know, is it just called the White House Observatory Circle? Yeah, today I learned as well. Oh, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, that's the one. That's the one. Thank you, fellow Americans, and British, Shapes as well as British. Knowing that, I just obviously escaped my knowledge. 1 was the correct answer. Let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. Silent Marine, welcome to the stream. 3.80% at the moment. Oh, you British as well. Everyone is British and knows I'm the only Brit who didn't know that. Danny, welcome on in. Obligatory eagle screech. Hello, we're getting pretty close. But not all the way, we have avoided it. 33%, just 6 players getting the right answer to that. 11 going for number 2 and 1 going for number 3. But don't worry if you got it wrong, because the hive mind has saved you and we play on. Breakpoint lowered to 70%, still 18 players in live play. Here's another question. Options are Raymond Briggs, Raymond Chandler, who wrote the 1978 picture book The Snowman, the basis of the popular television short film. Right. Correct answer was, of course, Raymond Briggs. I was never a great fan of The Snowman. I quite liked the music growing up, but the film is just... Well, they show it at Christmas, and it's just so sad. I mean, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, it's been out a while. But, yeah, because what do snowmen do invariably when the sun comes out? They melt. So maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's a parable or a fable or something about children dealing with loss. Curiously, Raymond Briggs' other famous story, which I prefer, is called The Man, which I also... Someone once said to me that's an analogy for... a child losing a sibling, which I've never quite managed to get, and no one else seems to follow that theory, but The Man is really good. Recommend it. Highly recommend it. Raymond Briggs was the correct answer. Let's find out how many of you got that one wrong. Start the meter. Not many. Just 2 going for Raymond Chandler, the other 16 players, 89% going for the correct answer, Raymond Briggs. Very well played. On we go. Breakpoint dropping to 60%. I'm sitting up in my... Oh no, we're going to lose the top of the studio if I do that. I'll just have to sit back a bit. On we go. Next question. Options are Alvin. Oh, go on, do it in the right order. Yay, Simon. Theodore. Doop. Which of the chipmunks dresses in blue? Alvin, Simon, Theodore. Do. That's a great theme tune. That's Mr. Trick not doing that in the Music Quiz Live. Is it higher than that? Alvin, Simon, Theodore, do. Correct answer. Simon, he's the slightly taller one who wears glasses. Theodore's the slightly shorter, rounder one who wears green. And Alvin, of course, wears red. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore, the chipmunks. Simon was the answer. Let's see how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. no, we avoid it. We get Whiplash coming all the way back. 11 players going for Simon, 61% getting it right, coming in under that breakpoint. 39% incorrect in total there, 6 going for Theodore, and just the 1 going for Alvin. Play on. Breakpoint lowered to 50%, back where we started with 18 players in live play. Here's another question. Options are naan, rice, curry, samosa. Which Tim starred in the 1970s musical The Rocky Horror Picture Show? Appropriate, I could actually use it. I want it with the backing track. G. Eisen, send it with the backing track. So I want both versions. That's a swerve of a question there. What's this from Lewis? Now we're talking. Is that me? Have you just sampled me? Is that me? I don't think it might be me. It sounds a bit like me. Now we're talking. No, that's not me. It sounds a bit like me. It's not me. Okay. What's that from then? Send me more things. G.I.S. send me the Time Warp with the backing track. The correct answer is, of course, Tim Curry, who also starred in the TV film It and Home Alone 2, curiously, and Cluedo. Yeah, space. Where's my space button gone? There. Former Bloomberg presenter Mark Barton. Oh, he sounds a bit like me, I reckon, maybe. Anyway, Curry was the answer. How many were wrong? Start the meter. Just the 1 player going for Rice. Tim Rice is, of course, the lyricist who works with Andrew Lloyd Webber on a lot of his shows. Tim Naan and Tim Samosa, I don't believe, are real people. Yeah, you know it makes sense to you, Eisen. Thanks. Tim Curry is what we wanted, and we go on to another question. Breakpoint low to 40%. Let's see what this question brings. Options are Urdu, Bengali, Punjabi, Hindi. What is the most commonly spoken language in India? Tricky little question there. The correct answer is Hindi. Hindi is India is a predominantly it's a predominantly Muslim country, and Pakistan is a predominantly Hindu country, but I think it might be the other way around. But Hindi is the most populous language. Bengali are more likely to find in Bangladesh. I think all 4 are spoken in India, but Hindi is the most common. How many got that one wrong? Start the meter. Breakpoint is 40%. 2 do not. There is no try. Very good. 13 players getting it right. 72%. Very well done. 22% going for Urdu. 6% for Punjabi. No abstentions there, so 28% wrong, coming in 12% under the breakpoint. Yeah, help yourself, JR. Send me any sounds you like. Here's another one from G. Eisens. Hopefully this is what we're after. That's what we wanted. Yeah, love it. Right, let's go to another question. 18 of you still in live play. I'm deliberately not giving you the question count. I don't know if you're keeping track or not, but breakpoint low to 40%. Let's have a look at the next question. Options are, as long as it's clean, JR, let's accept DM. What have we got?
Space!
An alternate space sound effect. I like it. Here's your next question. Options are green, blue, 5 options for this question by the looks of it, yellow, white, or pink. What colour is the $1 bill in classic Monopoly? And that is your time up. How's your board game knowledge? The correct answer is white. Little test for me now. Pink, I believe, is 500. Yellow is 100. Blue is 10, and green is 20. I think. Maybe blue is 5 and green is 10. Someone will correct me in chat if I'm wrong. But oh yeah, Tim Curry, Command and Conquer. Yeah, space. Love it. Right, how many of you were wrong? Yeah, pink is 500. I'm fairly sure of that one, and yellow is 100. Is blue and green. I thought blue was 10 and green was 20, but I may be wrong. I wasn't sure what 5 would be then at that point. But anyway, let's find out. Who was wrong? Start the meter. Oh, $5 for pink in the US. 500 is orange. Wow. We have triggered a purge. The breakpoint was 30% and 39% of you were wrong. Good spread of answers, actually. 11 getting the correct answer, 61%. But 2 going for pink, 2 for yellow, 2 for green, and 1 for blue. Means you, and no abstentions there, it means you 7 players are going to be in this next purge. I believe it's purge number 4. Let's take a look who you are. AB Me, Snimpson's Angle, Oni, Cola, Mantissa, Flyboy, and Tipster all in this purge. Remember, you must give me a full answer within 20 seconds, and it must be correct if you want to play on. Good luck. Here is that question. What figure in Greek mythology is the equivalent of the Roman figure Cupid? And that's time. And I'm really glad, looking at the answers coming in, that this was not the first purge question, which originally it was. The correct answer is Eros. Eros is the answer we wanted there. Let's see how many of you were wrong. Just the 2 of you who needed to get it right. Only going for Aphrodite and Mantissa for Amour. Unfortunately, both of those are incorrect. Very well done to the players on the blue chairs who have gotten back into the game. Yes, the root of the word erotic, same derivation. But unfortunately, Oni and Mantissa, it's a wrong answer at the wrong time. Thank you for playing, but you have been purged. 16 players now remain. The breakpoint goes back up to 90%. What's this?
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Is that just more Rocky Horror? It sounds like Rocky Horror. I've never seen Rocky Horror. But anyway, let's go on. Another question for the 16 players who remain in live play. Options are 0.7734, 5508, 14. When written on a 7-segment display and turned upside down, which of these numbers spells something that has a different meaning from the other 2? 6 days in the gap. And that's time. This font is quite handy for this. Most of them look the same apart from the 4, actually. So if you'd looked at it upside down, you might have gotten a hint. The correct answer is 5508. That would be boss upside down, whereas 0.7734 is hello and 14 is hi. So they're both greetings, but boss. I suppose you could argue boss is a greeting. You go into the office in the morning, boss. Yeah, it's not as quite readily recognised as a greeting, though, I would say. How many were wrong there? Let's find out. Start the meter. %, incorrect, including 2 abstentions there. 13% of that 19% were abstentions. Just 1 player going for 0.7734. 81% getting the correct answer. Boss, very well played. On we go. Breakpoint lowered to 80%. Let's find out what our next question brings. Fluffy Bunny, welcome to the stream. And here are your options. Yeah, I think I wrote that one and I was trying to be, a grown-up. Options: cat, pig, cow, dog, or horse. Breakpoint is 80%. Who in Animal Farm? What type of animal is Bluebell? I don't know why it says who in Animal Farm. Not just in Animal Farm. But in Animal Farm, what type of animal is Bluebell? And that is time. Good book. It's written by George Orwell. It's an allegory for the Russian Revolution, and the correct answer is a dog. Bluebell the dog. Pigs were Napoleon and Snowball. The cat, I don't believe, had a name. There were no cows in Animal Farm, and the horse was called Boxer, the famous horse. There was another horse whose name I forget, but yeah, the horse Boxer was an allegory for the workers of the country, Farmer Jones, back when it was Manor Farm, is an allegory for Russia, whereas Animal Farm is an allegory for the Soviet Union. Farmer Jones is an allegory for the Tsar, and then Napoleon is an allegory for, is it Trotsky or is it Lenin? I forget. Old Major was the pig who died after the first chapter. He was an allegory for Lenin, and then I think Napoleon then embodied. Oh God, it's been so long since I've done it. Because Lenin was the one whose teachings were sort of preached, and then they took his teachings and someone else ran with it. It might have been, was it Stalin? Stalin feels a bit late. I can't remember. It's been so long since I studied. It's a good book though. It may have been Stalin. Stalin feels very late for the Russian Revolution, but Stalin was Second World War and Russian Revolution was 1917. So anyway, I only know that because I once wrote an essay on Prokofiev, which focused in a little bit on 1917. So anyway, I'm rabbiting on. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Breakpoint 80%, start the meter. Stalin was Lenin's successor. Okay, fair enough. We're getting jolly close. We've run out of animation. 100% of you were incorrect on that one. Nobody going for dog, or horse or cat for that matter. Just 2 going for pig. 14 going for cow. I get it, Bluebell the cow, but there are no cows in Animal Farm. So it's either 14 players going for what might be the obvious answer, or 14 players who haven't read Animal Farm for some time. At least there's pigs in the book. So, I don't think I've seen this before. Every single player is in Purge number 5. Let's find out who you are. Oh, we know, because it's all of you. I got confused with Snowball. Yeah, Snowball and Bluebell. It is all 16 of you, apart from Astragali for some reason, who must have joined late, which is why he's still got an avatar, but hasn't gone red. AB Me, Topper, JR, Stimpson's Angle, still got Mark Ralph. Graham Garden, I think that's a run. Prey Shapes, Pyro Cola, Sonic Elwood, Flyboy DMC, and Tipster. You're all in Purge number 5, and you must give me a full answer. Yes, it is a run. Give me a full answer in 20 seconds if you want to survive. If 8 or more of you get eliminated on this question, then we are going to the final Purge at this point. Good luck. Here is your question. In which game might I have the nuts, a gut shot, or an inside draw? And that is time. Someone's just sent me a DM saying, can I send you a sound effect here? I'm saying, sure, but I don't know who you are. I know you begin with an M, but because I'm in streamer mode, it's truncated your name and I don't recognize your avatar. So if you're hearing me, yes, you can send me a sound effect, but please let me know who you are. Because I can't see you at the moment. I just know you begin with an M. In which game? Oh, TVPO. Yeah, that's fine. Why have you got so many Discord accounts? I'm sure you're already in my server with a different one, but okay, fine. In which game might I have the nuts, a gut shot, or an inside draw? It's poker. More specifically Texas Hold'em, but I think you can have in any sort of poker. And on that note, good time zones. Hello there, Poker Nuts. I'm hoping you got that one right. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. Actually, no, that's in the main game. Let's see who was wrong. Just a couple of you. Topper going for cribbage and Pyro not giving an answer. Does mean 14 of you survive. But unfortunately for Pyro and Topper, it's a wrong answer at the wrong time, and I'm afraid you have been purged. The breakpoint resets to 100%, so far so good. It might cap at 100%, which means this question is free, I believe, even if you all get it wrong. We've never seen this before. Right, let's see what it brings. Options are patella, femur, scapula. What is the scientific name of the kneecap? I think it's a free question because it has to exceed 100%, which is obviously impossible. Time. Correct answer. It's the patella. The femur is a leg bone, I believe, and the scapula, is that the collarbone? Possibly, or somewhere up in the torso? Ben's musical sound machine, indeed. Let's take a look and see how many of you were wrong. So, shoulder blade, that's the one. I knew it was up there somewhere. Start the meter. Just one player going for scapula, which we've discussed as the shoulder blade, the femur in the leg. 13 players getting the correct answer of patella. Well played, on we go. Breakpoint back to a more reasonable 90% now, and let's see what the question brings. Options are Arthur Miller, William Shakespeare, Harold Pinter, Oscar Wilde. The Crucible, whose plot centres on the Salem witch trials, was written by which playwright? Time. Correct answer. It's Arthur Miller. Arthur Miller. Salem witch trials were a bit late for Shakespeare. I don't think America existed while he was around. Oscar Wilde is probably not really his. Oscar Wilde only wrote one play, didn't he? It was The Importance of Being Earnest, I think. And Pinter a little bit later than Arthur Miller. But Arthur Miller was the answer. Let's see how many were wrong. Start the meter. Just two of you, one going for Pinter, one going for Shakespeare. 86%, 12 players getting the correct answer, and so we move on. Hello, Sam. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're keeping well. 14 players in live play. Breakpoint lowers to 80% now, and let's take a look at our next question. Options are Paint Your Wagon, Gigi, My Fair Lady, Brigadoon, The Day Before Spring, How Can I Wait, and I Talk to the Trees are songs found in which Lerner and Lowe musical? Waiting for Godot. Correct answer. Paint Your Wagon. Paint Your Wagon. Tricky question there. I wouldn't have known that one. Except that My Fair Lady I don't think was Lerner and Lowe. My Fair Lady, was that Rodgers and Hammerstein? Or the other duo? Not Gilbert and Sullivan, the other one. Who did My Fair Lady? Or was it Lerner and Lowe? And I'm just talking out my arse. I don't know. Let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. We just avoid it. Just enough, get it right. You can join in the lobby game, Monte. You'll get a chair, but you won't be able to be in the final purge. But you can certainly join in and answer the questions by all means. If you would like to do that, you'll need to go and grab yourself the app from right there and use the room code at the top of the screen, FZGL. But yes, you're very welcome to come and join in. Paint Your Wagon was the right answer, just 4 getting it right. Good spread of the other ones. A lot of players going for The Day Before Spring, but we survive and we go on to the next question. Breakpoint lowered to 70%. Incidentally, if that had been the breakpoint last time, we would have just gone through because 71% were incorrect on that last question. Let's see what this one brings. Options are Barnaby Rudge, Nicholas Nickleby, David Copperfield, Oliver Twist. Wilkins Micawber is a character in which Charles Dickens novel? The correct answer was David Copperfield. I have to say, I've not read any of those. I read a little bit of Oliver Twist when I was young, when I was in the show, but no, not really read much Dickens. How many were wrong? Start the meter. Just over halfway to the breakpoint. 36% incorrect. 9 going for Copperfield, 3 for Nickleby, 1 for Rudge, and 1 for Twist. Very well done. Those 5 players who were wrong there, you have avoided a purge because the hive mind saves you. Let's go on. Breakpoint lowered once again to 60%. 14 of you still in live play. And here's your next question. Options are Algeria, Benin, Ghana, Burkina Faso, again, Mali. Through which of these countries does the Greenwich Meridian not pass? Or which of these countries does the Greenwich Meridian not pass through? Tricky question. Time zones and whatnot. The correct answer is Benin. Take a look where Benin is on the old map. It's there. And we can see there's Ghana, Burkina Faso, Mali, what was the other one? Algeria, which is up at the top. So yes, the Greenwich Meridian obviously coming right down here, but just missing Benin by a whisker, I would imagine. Oh, I bet time zones are funny things, aren't they? So they don't just go in straight lines. They decide where they are based on, yeah. Is Benin? Yes, Ben is in. He's here. Benin's a skinny boy. Getting skinnier. I've lost some weight recently, which is really good. Not through just lack of eating, just through doing more walking, which I can't say because there is a Pleepy Baniel right at my feet, and he's on his back. He's had 3 of them today. I don't want to wake him. He looks very peaceful. No, Lewis, you stop that at once. Benin was the correct answer. How many of you were wrong? Start the meter. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, I'm feeling quite healthy at the moment. Because walking a lot will do that, I guess. And we have punched through it quite healthily. 93% were incorrect. Danger Jelly is filling up the tube. That is 8 Minky. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. Just 1 getting Benin. Everybody else going for a wrong answer there. Again, 5 going for Burkina Faso, 4 for Ghana, 2 for Algeria, 1 for Mali. So there's 1 player who might be booking themselves into the final, depending how many get this next one wrong. Let's find out who that 1 player who doesn't have to answer this question is. It's Mark. Well done, Mark. You are not guaranteed into the final yet, but that stands you in good stead. ABME, JR, Simpsons, Angle, Stilgar, Ralph, Graham, Garden, Prey, Shapes, Cola, Sonic, Flyboy, DMC, and Tipster. You must all answer this question correctly within 20 seconds, and a full answer is required if you want to stay the game. Good luck to you all. Here is the 6th Purge question. Red Bull may give you wings, but which coloured animals were on parade in a 1941 Disney film? ...1941 Disney film, that's time. The correct answer, the film was Dumbo, and the animal in question were the pink elephants. The pink elephants on parade is what we wanted there. I did accept elephants, I did not accept just pink. Elephants on its own, though, was fine. Because it did ask for the animal, it didn't ask for the... Coloured was in the question, but it didn't ask for the colour as well. So, if you gave me elephants or pink elephants, you're good. If not, you're about to go red. Prey, ABME, and Flyboy going for mice, lemmings, and hogs, respectively. Unfortunately, they are incorrect answers. And unfortunately, at this late stage of the game, we have to say goodbye. Thank you very much for playing, but it's a wrong answer at the wrong time, and you have been purged. Hey! It didn't crash! The breakpoint is now 110%. And you will see when we zoom back to the meter that the meter has burst out of the ceiling. But that's fine, because it means you get 2 free questions now. You cannot break through the breakpoint if it's that high. You just can't, I think. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Good luck. Here's the next question. Options are chelating, capture, chain, coronavirus, chemical. Used to detect COVID-19. What does the C in PCR test stand for? Just a reminder, this is a free question. I'm not telling you how many questions are left in the game, but this one is free. And that is time. The correct answer was chain. It stands for... yeah, there you go. Busted through the ceiling. Polymerase chain reaction. So yes, it's a polymerase, however you pronounce that, chain reaction. So chain is what the C stands for there. It's academic because we're not going to go to a purge, but let's find out how many of you were wrong anyway. Start the meter. The breakpoint is 110%. Poly pocket keychain, that works as well. Just 36% incorrect there. 7 go for chain, 2 for capture, 1 for chelating, none for coronavirus, funnily enough, and 1 for chemical. Very well played. Let's go on. 11 live and 11 purge. The breakpoint back at 100%. Another free question because you must get more than 100%, and of course you can't do that with 11 players. Well, you can't do it with any number of players because it's maths. Next question. Options are Peter, Edmund, Lucy, Susan. This is one of mine, and I love this question. Which of the 4 Pevensey children was the first to discover the land of Narnia? Any questions about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe are fine in my book. That is time, and the correct answer was Lucy, the youngest of the 4 children. She found it playing hide and seek, I believe. Oh no, she was hiding from the housekeeper, and she hid in the wardrobe and fell through the back. And she met Mr. Tumnus, and then Edmund, who was the second youngest, found it later on. He may have been playing hide and seek, and he found is it Jaris or I think it's Jaris or Janus, the White Witch. Told her all about her sister who previously found it, and then they all went back for something. Anyway. Good book. Jadis, that's the one. Jadis with a D. Thank you, Still Girl. Yes, Lucy was the answer. And how many of you were wrong? Academic again, but let's find out. Start the meter. Not bad, just the 2 going wrong. 1 for Peter, 1 for Edmund. 9 giving me the correct answer of Lucy, 82%. And we go on to another question. Okay, Purge is now live. We're at 90% breakpoint, which means we can trigger a Purge once again if more than 90% of you are incorrect, which I believe would have to be all of you, because there are 11 of you in play. What's 10 out of 11? I can't do the maths. It might be all but one. Either way, let's take a look at the next question. Options are a lost penny, an untuned piano, his father, stepping in poo, overcooked steak. Beethoven's piano rondo alla Ingarese, quasi una capriccio, expresses his rage over what? Time. A couple of answers coming in the overtime there. The correct answer was, this is the Zeus question, I think, so thank you to Zeus for this one. A lost penny. The piece in question sounds a bit like this. I've never actually done it all the way through. It's an ATC LP, so it's the level above grade 8. But yeah, the Rage Over the Lost Penny by Ludwig van Beethoven. Beethoven would have loved Contactless, I'm sure he would. A Lost Penny is the answer. Let's find out how many of you were wrong. I'm playing it a bit, so it's a lot faster than that. It's more sort of... Most pianists I've heard play it like that, which in my opinion is too fast, but that's how it's supposed to be, so it sounds a bit more ragey. Anyway, let's find out how many of you were wrong. Start the meter. We're getting close. The animation has run out. And starting again. And we've triggered it. 91% were incorrect. Was that everyone, or was that everyone but one? I think it's everyone but one. In fact, it is, because I can see one player got it right, 9%. 4 going for the untuned piano, 1 his father, 1 stepping in poo, 4 for overcooked steak. So, we are going to another purge. Purge number 7. Which means if we don't go to the final after this one, well, the breakpoint will be 120%, I guess, because I think there's 2 more purge questions, including this one. But I may be wrong. No, because it's 8 and it's just said purge number 7 triggered. So, let's find out who is safe and who is going to be in this purge. It's DMC who survives, or doesn't have to answer, but you may still answer, of course, for Penny's DMC. But the 10 players in it, JR, Stimson, Dangle, Stilgar, Mark, Ralph, Graham Garden, Shapes, Cola, Sonic Elwood, and Tipster. Full answer required within 20 seconds. The very best of luck to all 10 of you. If, I'll do the maths now, 3 or more of you are incorrect, then we will be going to the final purge. Good luck. Hey, they all count, DMC. Which tech company has the NASDAQ symbol MSFT? Hello, little one. Sleepy Daniel has woken up. And that's time. The correct answer, careful now, is Microsoft. MSFT is Microsoft. There is a doggo. He's getting in the way and putting his sharp paws on my arms. How many of you are right? How many of you are wrong? Let's take a look. All of you getting it right. Very well done, which means we've still got 11 players, which means the game continues. Just this once, Rose, or twice, Rose. Everybody lives. Still 11 of you in live play. The breakpoint resets to 120%, which means this next question is free. The final will be triggered after the next purge because we had 8 purges, or 8 players remaining, or 30 questions, whichever one gets hit first. Must be getting pretty close to the end, but you've now got 3 free questions, starting with this one. Take a look. Options are BBC Radio 4, Mellow Music, Classic FM, Virgin Radio, LBC. Alexander Armstrong is a host on which national radio station? Time. Pointless not to guess. Very good. The correct answer is Classic FM. Apparently I do a very good impression of him. So it's good morning on Classic FM from EAA. He refers to himself as AA, apparently. Well done if you got that at home. That's more of a Richard Osman thing, isn't it? Anyway, the breakpoint's 120%, so it's academic. We're not going to be eliminated. We're not going to be triggering a purge here, but just for a wheeze, let's find out how many were wrong. Start the meter. More than I would have thought. 45% incorrect, but 55%. 6 players getting the correct answer, Classic FM. 3 going for Radio 4 and 2 going for LBC. LBC's James O'Brien and Nick Ferrari and other such like people. Classic FM was the answer. Very well played. Let's play on. Aha! That was question number 30, which means we have not seen all 8 purge questions. We've seen 7 of them, and we still have 3 players too many for the final purge, which means we will be having an 8-player final, which is very exciting. Does sadly mean that 3 of you will have to leave us at this stage, because 3 of you will not have made the cut. Here's how we do it at this point. We will give the 8 spots to the players who have got the most questions correct, main game questions, not including purge questions. Okay? If there is a tie, then we will refer back to the tiebreaker, and priority will go to the players who were closest to that tiebreaker question way back at the start of the game. So, we forego the final Purge question, and that's it. Because we've got 8 players in the final, so that's only one question in the entire game of lots that we are going to miss, because we are going to have 8 finalists. And let's find out who they are. Shapes. Graham Garden, Sonic Elwood, Cola, Tipster, Ralph, Mark, and JR. We do not need to go to tiebreakers because Stimson's Angle finished on 18, Stilgar on 17, and DMC on 14. JR finished on 19, so it is done on questions alone. Commiserations indeed to Stimson's Angle, Stilgar, and DMC. Scant consolation, Stimson's Angle, if you had gotten one more question right, you would have beaten JR on the tiebreaker by about 700. You would have been, Simpsons Angle was 74 and a bit thousand away. JR was 75 and a bit thousand away. So it was about 600 between Simpsons Angle and JR. But JR got more questions, so it is JR who gets the seat. Shapes, Graham Garden, Sonic Elwood all with 25, Cola and Tipster with 23, Ralph and Mark with 22, and JR with 19. You are going to be our 8 finalists tonight. Congratulations, we'll see you in the Purge final in a minute. Those are the scores on the doors. First column is how many questions you've gotten right out of 30, and the second one is how many purges you have survived out of 7. So very well done indeed to our finalists, and well, let's see how the final purge handles 8 players. Good luck to all of you. Thank you to Stimson's Angle, Stilgar, and DMC. The time has come for you to be purged, and it's time for us to go to the final purge. Much more interesting game with 8 players rather than the regular 5. Here's how this will work. In a moment, Shapes as the high scorer and the closest to the tiebreak. He was 44,000 away, Arun was 75,000 away, and Sonic Elwood got max.int. Obviously didn't give an answer for the tiebreak. But because Shapes was leading, he will choose whether he's going first or last. He will choose the order. If he goes first, it will go in descending order of points. Shapes, Arun, Sonic, Cola, and so on. If he goes last, then it will start with JR and go JR, Mark, Lupine, Tipster, and so on. Each player is in turn shown half a question. Based on that half a question, you have to decide whether to play or to pass. If you choose to play and you get it right, you get half a question, you'll then be shown the full question. If you choose to play and get it right, you will get the opportunity to choose any of the other players to eliminate. Hooray. If you pass and the person you pass to gets it wrong, then that person will be eliminated. However, if you play and you get it wrong, or you pass and they get it right, then you yourself will be eliminated. It's a game of daring, knowledge, and, well, knowing what your enemies know or what your opponents know. Simple as that. Those are the rules. And yeah, it's over to you. Even if you are in the final but it's not your question, still answer. If you're in the lobby game, still answer. It is still worth pennies for correct answers, but there is only one medal available in this game. That's for that person who survives the purge. Good luck. Shapes. Are you going first or last? Going first, taking the gauntlet head on. So, power is with you, Shapes. Half a question. Decide based on the half question whether you want to play or pass. Good luck. Here it is. And there's the rules again that I've just explained twice. Now you've got them written down. Here it is. Which Australian singer starred in Play or Pass? Shapes is going to play. If he gets it right, he gets to choose someone else to eliminate. If he gets it wrong, then he will be eliminated. Good luck, Shapes. Here is that question in full. Which Australian singer starred in the spoof espionage film Johnny English? Shapes the first player to answer. Background answers still coming in. And that is time. This is really interesting. Lots of answers coming in, and the correct one. Natalie Imbruglia, which is exactly what Shape said, and he was the only one of all the answers that came in. He was the only player to get that one right. So very well done, Shapes. The choice is yours, who you're going to eliminate. Arun, Sonic, Cola, Tipster, Lupine, Mark, or JR. The choice is yours. I will warn you now, when you're selecting a player, the layout on the app may not be the same as the layout on the broadcast, so just bear that in mind in case you're expecting the person you're looking for to be in a certain place. It might not be them, so look carefully at the names before making a decision. Shapes, who's going home? Tough choice, tough competition. It's Mark. He is picking off Mark. Mark, sadly, you get to the final purge, but no questions for you this time. Thank you very much for playing, but Shapes has chosen you for elimination, and you have been purged. But you do get to go grayscale, which not many people do. Gameplay moves on. A run. Half a question for you. Same rules. Play or pass based on the half. And you know what happens if you do either option. Good luck. Here's half a question. Lucky, Whizzer, Dipstick, and Fidget. Passing it to JR, so this is just between Arun and JR. Arun, JR, if you get this one right, Arun is out the game. If you get it wrong, then you are out of the game. Very best of luck to you, JR. Here is that question in full. Lucky, Wizard, Dipstick, and Fidget all feature in which Disney film? And that's time. The correct answer and JR's response are 101 Dalmatians, but JR went for Cars. Yes, they are a selection of the puppies from 101 Dalmatians. Well done to the handful of players who did get that one right. But JR, it's a wrong answer, and it's a very good pass from Arun, who didn't know this himself. Arun went for Fantasia, so an excellent pass. Passed it to someone else who didn't know. JR, thank you very much for playing, but you have been purged. We're down to 6. Sonic, you're up next. Based on half a question, are you going to play or are you going to pass? Here's half a question. The process of malting involves play or pass. Sonic's going to play it. Okay, choice will be with you if you get it right. Good luck. Here is that question in full. The process of malting involves the production of converting the starchy interior of which grain? And that is time. The correct answer and Sonic's response. Barley is what it is, and barley is what you've said. Very well played. You still work at a brewery. Perfect question for you then. Yeah, malted barley, the process of malting is how we get beer. Sonic, great question for you. That's come out quite well. Who are you going to choose for elimination? Remember, the layout on your device may not be the same as the layout on the broadcast. Is it going to be Shapes, Arun, Cola, Tipster, or Lupine? The choice is yours. And to everyone else, may the odds be ever in your favour. It's Shapes. It's come back around. Shapes got the first question right, but he can't keep out of sight from Sonic's Purge. Shapes, thank you very much for playing, but you've been chosen for elimination. It comes back around. You eliminated Mark. Sonic's now eliminated you, so it sort of works out quite nicely. Or fairly, I guess. Thank you for playing, Shapes, but I'm afraid you have been purged. We're down to 5 players. And next up is Cola. Again, based on half question, choose to play or pass. Good luck, here's half a question. The UK county of Cornwall's National Day. Being passed to Lupine, who lives about as far away from Cornwall without leaving the country as it's possible to. Lupine, this question's been passed to you, so this is going to be between you and Colo. You get it right, Lupine. Colo's out the game. You get it wrong, and you are out the game. Yes, Arun? What are you erming about? Well, Ralph, what did I say? Ralph is Lupine. Ralph and Lupine are one and the same. Well, no, not quite. Nearly. Yeah, sorry. The Lupine one's the Twitch handle, but Ralph is the name Ralph tends to go by online. But yeah, a lot of interchangeable names in this community, myself included in that. Royal Flush or Ben, as either is fine. Ralph is Lupine and Lupine is Ralph. And I know Lupine is north. He's not Berwick, but yeah. Let's see if he does know something about Cornwall. Let's find out. Lupine, good luck. Here's that question in full. The UK county of Cornwall's National Day is celebrated on the 5th of March, but which saint is it named after? You live out of the country, don't you, Oren? You're in Scotland. I also didn't say Lupine was the furthest away from Cornwall. Just, yeah, Scotland's a different country. Score all that git who gets banana back game theory stuff. Let's see the correct answer and what Ralph said. Yeah, I need the QI klaxon. That'll have to do. Sempiran is the answer, and Lupine has gone for Barnabas. It is a good pass from Kola, who went for Agnes, which was also not the right answer, so very good pass from you there, Colo. Unfortunately, Lupine, it is a wrong answer at the wrong time. Thank you for playing, but I'm afraid you have been purged. Theory of Game is a different person. Yes, he is. 4 down, 4 to go. Control passes to Tipster. Half a question, Tipster. Decide whether you're going to play or pass, and then we'll see what happens next. Good luck. Here's half a question. Featuring a raccoon-assisted dog napping, the movie with the subtitle... Hey, I'm 3 times. Welcome on into the stream, dude. Hope you're keeping well. Play or pass, Tip? Passing it to Arun. Getting the medal cabinets ready to do a search when we get down to 3. This is between Arun and Tipster. And Arun, if you get this one wrong and you're eliminated, then control passes to Sonic. Tipster, if he's right, I'm afraid it will be you who will be going home. Good luck, Arun. Here is that question in full. Featuring a raccoon-assisted dog napping, the movie with the subtitle 7th Inning Fetch appears in what movie franchise? We know how much Arun loves films. We know how much Arun loves films. He's got an answer in. Is it the right one? The correct answer and Arun's response are Air Bud and Beethoven. It's the wrong response, and it's a great pass from Tipster. As it happens, Tipster did know the answer to that one. He did give me the answer Air Bud, so he would have had the choice of elimination anyway. But maybe he knows Arun is not a film buff, and he's played tactically there. Very well played, Tipster. You survive. Unfortunately, Arun, it's a wrong answer at the wrong time. Thank you for playing, but I'm afraid you have been purged. And we're coming back around. We're down to 3. It's time to look in the medal cabinets to see how these players have got on. Sonic Elwood has a Danger Zone Gold and nothing else, so it would be a first Purge medal for them. Kola has won the Purge twice before, is looking to make it a hat-trick tonight. And Tipster has got a handful of medals, but none of them from the Purge. Several golds for Tipster, but no Purge medals. So for Tipster and Sonic, it would be their first Purge medal. For Kola, it would be his 3rd. Let's see what happens as we go to the final 2 questions of the game. Coming back to Sonic next. You know the rules. Based on half a question, decide whether to play or pass. Here it is. In which year did... Oof. Almost to go on, and he is immediately passing it back to Tipster. So Tipster, having passed his previous question, avoided answering a question so far, now has to face this one, which means Kola will be in the final 2. But is it going to be against Tipster or Sonic? Good luck, Tipster. Here is that question in full. In which year did rationing cease in the UK? Marilyn Monroe married Joe DiMaggio, and Switzerland host the FIFA World Cup. 5 seconds. And that is time. There's a few ins there. FIFA World Cup means you know it's going to be an even number. Probably either a 1950, 54, 58, because Joe DiMaggio and Marilyn Monroe should give you the 50s, as should the rationing, because you know it's going to be post-war. Did Tipster go for the right answer? The correct answer was 1954, and Tipster went for 1951, off by 3, not getting the World Cup Pavlov there, unfortunately, and it's a great pass from Sonic, and it's going to be him versus Cola in the final. But for Tipster, it's a good run, but unfortunately it's a wrong answer at the wrong time. Thank you for playing, but you have been purged. Yeah, wrestling went on a long time. Second World War was expensive. So, it's Sonic and Cola as the final two, and it's Cola who has got control at this point. Good luck. Half a question for you, Cola. Are you going to play or are you going to pass? What was the name of the character played by Jennifer? Where is this going? It has been passed, and quickly to Sonic Elwood. Sonic, good grief, says JR. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Good luck to you, Sonic. Here is that question in full. What was the name of the character played by Jennifer Jason Leigh in the 2015 Quentin Tarantino film The Hateful Eight? Five seconds. And that is time. Coming in right at the end there. Let's take a look at your response and the correct answer. It's Daisy Domergue. However, we have a rule that should have been flagged, because we do allow first names of fictional characters. Daisy Domergue or Daisy Domingre, depending who you believe in the film, played by Jennifer Jason Leigh. It's a good answer, Sonic, and it's a bad pass from Colo. Thank you very much for playing, Colo, getting to the last question, but unfortunately not quite getting over the line. Thank you for playing, but I'm afraid you have been purged. Which means we are down to just one player after an absolutely brutal final of 8 players. Only one emerges victorious. Congratulations to Sonic Elwood. You have survived the purge. Saved by a technicality. Not really a technicality, it was an oversight on the question writer, hey, my part, because I should have allowed Daisy as an alternative answer. But yes, we do allow for fiction, for real people, you must get the surname, but for fictional people, we do typically allow just the first name, and I obviously put the surname in as an alt, so very well played. It's a GG for you, and you have survived the purge, and it is for the first time, so congratulations, that medal going into your medal cabinet. Let's take a look at the final scores on the doors. Sonic Elwood also with the most questions correct in total. I think this is now including all questions in the game, rather than just the main game questions. So Sonic getting 36 correct. That's a good effort. Cola 30, Tipster 33, a Run 33, Ralph 30, Shapes 33, JR 26, Mark 32, Stimpson's Angle 27, Stilgar 25, and so on. We'll convert those into pennies. It should be saying on your app now, or possibly on the next queue. But yes. Can I extend my thanks to the collection of writers? There may be a few of you who recognise some of those questions. There's definitely a few from Toot in there. There are a few from Lupine, Oni, Arun, Sam is acidic, I think, myself. Apologies if I've missed you and you saw your questions. There might have been a Shapes question in there. There may have been a Cola question in there. But I took a wild selection, so I thought even if you recognise your question out of context, if you knew it then, you'll probably know it now anyway. And it was a good mishmash of stuff. And I liked playing with the format. I might need to look into that 120% purge. So I kind of like that you've got 3 free questions. Did you not spot any of yours? I definitely opened the pack. I may not put any in the end, but yeah, I like that sort of Chaos Purge. Kind of fun. Something we might have to look forward to in Season 16. Well, I am going to roll the credits and then I'm going to come back to the camera as we choose somebody to raid. So, thank you to the collection of writers. Thank you to all of you for playing. I hope you've had fun and congratulations to Sonic. You have survived the Purge. Somebody nix that bot for me, please. Flashy Chaser, you need to go away. Flyboy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Sort of Chaos Mode Purge. And thank you again to the collection of writers for your questions in the past. That's likely ban Vader restricted. Oh, maybe I'm the only one who saw it. Maybe no one else saw it. Didn't log on the app anyway. That's it for another Throwback Thursday. I've got one more stream on Saturday this season, season 15, episode 17, which is going to be the season finale, and we will be playing, goodness me, Plinko, Risky Business, The Abyss, and Danger Zone. It's going to be a bumper stream to wrap up the season. Plinko by Mr. Vertigo, Risky Business by Oni, The Abyss by Sampster, and Danger Zone by Topper. I'm also going to be joined by a live guest on Saturday, which I'm very much looking forward to, and I do hope that you will come and join me for that. Thursday streams, certainly the next 2 Thursdays I'm putting a pin in, so I'm not here next Thursday or the Thursday after that. But then season 16 is going to be starting on the 5th of October, so I'm only on a down season for one week, and I don't know what I'm doing next Saturday week. It will be, I don't know, it could be a dev stream. I might do an AMA or just something chill, not quite sure. Let's get some shout outs while I'm here. Topper is back on Sunday. 3 Hours of Spacey 4K. It could be that. You want to write some steeplechase questions, Lewis? That could appear at some point. Topper has got the finale of his comeback season this week. So it's a weekend of finales, it seems. Because Topper's also got his season finale, his comeback season finale, this coming Sunday at 8 PM BST. He's got a new game of The Krypton Factor, or new software, The Krypton Factor, and the Moneybags, the leftover Moneybags final of the tournament from a year or two ago. So do go tune in with Topper this coming Sunday, the 29th of September at 8 PM for the Krypton Factor and Moneybags. Ash, you should also go and give a follow. I know he's off for the next few streams. He's not here tomorrow or next week because he's doing family stuff. But do go give him a follow if you want even more quiz in your life. Like I said, no Thursdays now for the next couple of weeks. But I can tell you now, next season, season 16, Thursdays are coming back as regular new trivia nights. Okay, new regular game nights. I think there are 3 Throwback Thursdays that I've strategically placed throughout the season next year, and I'm hopefully going to publish the schedule tonight, or I might write some questions for my quiz this weekend. But yeah, so the 24th of October, the 7th of November, and the 21st of November will all be throwback episodes. The 21st of November, particularly because I'm then away for 3 streams because I've got work stuff going on the 23rd, the 28th, and the 30th of November, and also it coincides with QNL, so it sort of ties in quite nicely with me being away with work. I'm going to Salford for a week and a bit, so there's going to be a sort of a mid-season gap but it's sort of the precursor to Quizmas, and then Quizmas is starting for the streams in December. So regular trivia coming back in Season 16 on the Thursday, so please do make sure you come along. It's been nice doing this throwback thing to get back into the routine of doing 2 streams a week. I've really enjoyed it, and I know it's been a weird season for a number of reasons, but I've really enjoyed it, so we're looking to up the original trivia moving into the next season. But Saturday, not the 5th, I beg your pardon, Saturday the 12th of October. Goodness me, I got that wrong. Yes, the 5th is going to be the down season, but then the main season, Season 16, is starting, or the off-season, the Season 16 starting on the 12th of October. And I'll tell you more about that in due course. We are going to go and raid. Who's it going to be? Huds, possibly. He looks like he's sort of wrapping up because he stopped playing. Dan, we raided last week. And I think I said we owed Flage a raid because he raided me at the end of his subathon. So I think we're going to go return the flavor, that's appropriate, the favour to Flage in Lounge, who's a GTA speedrunner, Twitch partner, just general all-round great guy. And he'll probably go royal flush when we raid in. So let's go and see Flage in Lounge, and let's say... Breakpoint not breaking. It's never Burkina Faso. That could be fun. Danger Jelly. I quite like let the naked hit the floor. Let's do the time warp again. The 120% club. That's appropriate. Burkina Faso is quite a good one. But I'm going to go with the 120% club. And Lewis, I'm going to give you some bonus pennies for that. 100 bonus pennies. Good. I'm aware of the pennies that have been cashed in. I'll cash them in before I update the bank post-stream. If you want to cash them in, you can go do that now. But let's go and raid Flage in Lounge and say the 120% club. I'm going to be back on Saturday with the Season 15 finale. We'll say cheerio to what has been an odd season, but hopefully a lot of fun. Thank you again to the abundance of writers who provided for that Purge pack. Congratulations again to Sonic on winning, and thank you to all of you for coming to take part. It's been a great night. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening, and I'll see you at the weekend for the finale. Until then, you have been watching Game Night Throwback Thursday, and I've been Royal Flush. Till next time, take care, peace out, and good night.